after a quick lookup of things, we're gonna try this real quick. How do I select even? Alright, so that's handful of feathers. Dead fly tail, no tails. Get a bite of me, baby. My city is on fire. Shadow of a doubt. Mad doctor. Not all cops are pigs. Killer angels. Shady figures that. Have you been with a predator before? Also, by the way, this says break me.
Look at this.
I'm looking, but what the hell could it be?
No idea, Marty. Guess it's best if we ask the owner himself.
Where do we find him?
Well, Timbo told us he's with even worse bastards than the one chasing him.
That's it. The Parliament.
No, Marty, but close.
Then, no way.
Oh, yes, Marty. Zip is at the Clawville City Police Department.
Could it be that simple? And that wild?
Well, the cops took him. So it's obvious that he called the cops by himself to scare away Wessler's henchmen. Timbo was right.
Doesn't he know half the police is in Wessler's pocket?
He probably does, but this was his only chance.
Then he really is in big trouble. So, to the PD then?
Well, I haven't got a better idea. Believe me, I'd love to have one.
Alright, so we have a new item. Better get his shoulders.
Why did you keep that wristband?
A bloody bloody wristband. And a new clue. A wristband, but what the hell does it mean? Well, only one way to find out,
Have
boyos.
you found what you were looking for?
No, Timbo, but we wouldn't tell you even if we did.
Ah, but you have. You are an open book to me, Sonny. So, thanks for the intel.
Be careful what you're writing, Timmy boy. I'm a cop for only the next 121 days. After that, I can gut you if I want, and get away with it.
And when did you being a cop stop you?
He has a point.
Just keep a low profile, okay, Timster?
Okay, I get it. My beak is sealed. Zoop.
Alright, let's hit the road, shall we? Well, let's head back to Mullins. Let's head to Mullins, actually.
Look at what the wind of the sea dragged in. Our girlfriend in the flesh.
I can't believe it. Is this guy everywhere?
The gull sees farthest who flies highest, Marty.
Yeah, that guy's never given up. That's clucking sure.
Seriously, he's following us here.
I had a chance to travel in one of these once. I was being taken to my own execution, but that's another story.
Alright, how about...
I wonder if they've got the entire Chicken Police series. Not that I give a cluck, of course, but...
But...
some things are indestructible, right?
Yeah. Mullins' kiosk's been here since I was a little chick. My old man used to drive here from the other side of town for his daily papers.
Yeah, many still do. He certainly is something.
Mullen's a wizard from a forgotten age.
Yeah, kind of.
Interesting.
The Chronicle either put the chicken police on a pedestal or it was gnawing on our drumsticks. Mostly thanks to our dear friend, Timothy Saltwater. We made it much easier to sell the paper until the public got bored.
What you doing, Bubble? Oh, he's got some more info.
What a night we're having. We even ran into Bubo.
And you're still alive? Give praise to the great wild ones, lads.
We do.
What's going on with the old owl? He didn't tell us much about himself.
I hear the old owl's doing quite all right, since more and more cops step outside the line and more gangsters shoot themselves in the foot.
Busy days, huh?
Something's coming, lads. It's in the air, and I can feel it in me beaver bones, too. Clovel's boiling.
Yeah, we feel it as well, Uncle Mullen.
And how about Fillmore?
We managed to run into Fillmore, too.
Good old Phil, huh? I've heard he's not been doing so well of late.
He didn't look so good, that's for sure.
At the age of the private eye is over, lads. Now animals either sue each other or turn to the local crime lords. Only jealous or betrayed housewives remain for private detectives.
Phil would never admit to that. He's too much of a romantic.
Are we still talking about Fillmore?
Heh.
What the hell is Tim doing here?
You're still angry at him then? He's not really a bad fowler, and he simply idolizes you. Be gentle with him.
It's not adoration, it's an obsession, and I can't bear obsessive people.
Then how exactly can you bear Martin?
Hey, old man.
The exception that proves the rule, right?
If I'm obsessed, then what are you, boss bird?
No, that's different. I have no other choice but to be with myself.
The toughest prison on the planet, right?
Get a room, you two.
And how about Madame Zavos?
Listen,
Zavos.
Hercule, what do you know about Madame Zavos?
Why do I have the feeling you're not interested in her girls?
Because you know us, Uncle.
I hope you didn't mess with her. The old Cayman has a rather bad reputation, to put it mildly.
Crocodile. But you're right. We shouldn't have messed with the old gal. She set fire to a ship with us in it.
Boys, I've heard she loves drama, but that is a whole other level.
Yeah, right. We barely got out alive.
What else should I tell you about her then? Maybe try not to anger her, if that's possible.
Thanks. Good advice.
I see everything's like it used to be.
Yeah, if only my back was the same.
You're telling me?
You know, since chickhood, everything's changed around me. Except...
Hercule Mullen and the stand?
Exactly. Mullen is eternal and unchanging.
Maybe he's just an ideal, and ideals don't grow old.
Or maybe he's one of the great wild ones in mortal form.
We may never know, Marty.
What is Tim doing here?
Let's get this over with.
He's not so bad. You just have to get used to his style. You had 10 years to do that.
9, and it wasn't enough.
Don't panic, Sonny. You have around 5 good years left, maybe 6 before you fly up to the heavenly chicken coop. So you can still succeed if you try hard enough.
Just shut up, Marty, please.
Alright, that begs the question. Do they live natural life for their species? Or do they have a human hybrid kind of thing going on?
Hey there, Timster. Long time no see.
Hey, boys. What a lovely surprise.
Do you also have a deja vu, Sonny? It's like all of this had already happened, isn't it?
Yeah, now that you mention it.
I wasn't following you boys, I swear.
We never said you were, Timbo. But what exactly are you doing here? It's a little far away from Roachtown.
Okay, I confess. I was following you. But I simply had to know what this is all about and how it's gonna end. It's my job, after all. But you have to understand, pals.
We're not your pals, Tim. And I'm telling you for the last time, get the clock off our backs, or it's gonna end up a lot different for you than you think.
Ah, that's harsh. Even from you, Sonny. Did something happen? Did you get dragged into something personal? And on New Year's Eve again? I mean, what's the chance of that? Bloody New Year's is back? Is there a connection between the two? What happens if it reappears again?
Make him stop, Marty, or I'm gonna twist his beak off.
Hey, okay, I get it. Yeah, my beak is sealed, and I'm gonna keep it low.
Very good. You're not so stupid after all, Tim. You must have been just pretending.
That's a good one, Sonny.
Okay, well. So I wonder. Because Clawville's where we need to go. Okay. I'm just... Okay. No, okay. Just making sure he wasn't following us again. Alright, I guess we're going back to Clawville PD.
Clucking furry hell!
So they know we're still alive?
And they'd like to do something about it.
There we go. Reload.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
I died? How did I die?
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
I see. Marty does have a health bar. Okay. Died. How did I die?
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
Oh, dang it.
Concentrate, Marty, for the God's sake.
Can you drive like you're not a fucking lunatic?
Shut up and shoot, you big feather pillow.
Wait for it. Oh. Two. Hit. Duck in. down, Marty. Get down. We're almost dead. Woo! I got him! Our poor car.
We could only hope we'd arrived in time. If they'd taken Zip to the interrogation room, the hole as we called it, and beaten the truth out of him, we'd lose the trail and end up in a dead end. It was time to be fast and ruthless. God damn it, Zip. Why couldn't you stay out of this?
Ah, look who's here. The top of the cops.
Idiot's luck. They must have gotten soaking wet because of those holes.
Sometimes I wonder how these two are even still alive in a city like this.
Wonders of the world, Marty.
Thankfully you don't have to talk to those brothers.
Martin,
Yes, Chief.
You know what I've heard?
I have no idea, Chief.
You think I'm stupid, Birds?
no, we don't, Chief.
What the ever-loving fuck do you think you're doing?
Chief, if I may.
Sonny, shut the fuck up. You're not on duty. You're suspended, if you remember. So I'm not your chief right now.
Oh, we just stepped out for a coffee, Chief. Then we saw something suspicious at the Czar Club, and we investigated it, and,
Suspicious, right? You investigated, right?
yes, sir.
You take me for a fool, chickens. And what do you know about the burning ship that lit up the entire Times?
Burning, what? Wild lords, that sounds awful.
Don't play innocent with me, Santino. You both stink like you're in deep, deep shit.
Well, you don't think we had anything to do with that, do you?
I don't know. But if you do, I will find out. You better know that.
I swear, Chief.
I've had enough of your swearing for a lifetime. Get the fuck out of my sight.
Yes, sir.
Have a beautiful day, Chief.
Don't let me see you again, Santino. Or
I'll try not to be seen, Chief.
I'm not your chief. Get lost.
Is that Buddy? Alright, let's talk to Monica first.
Do you know anything about a girl named Deborah Ibanez?
You mean the Bambi whose body was found in Natasha Kutsenko's weekend house with huge red letters on her back?
Don't call her a Bambi.
So you knew her.
Just fleetingly.
Anyway, I don't even want to know. I don't know much about her. Moses and Plato are on that case.
Thanks for the intel, Mon. Anything else worth mentioning?
You were at the scene, right?
We? Of course not.
Sonny, you can't lie to me. You just can't.
Is this some kind of interrogation? Just leave us alone, Monica.
You're an open book for me, Sonny. Remember that.
Madame Zavos.
Guess who we had the chance to meet? Madame Zavos, the legend herself.
So you're that lonely? I didn't think that was your thing, Sonny, but you know what's best for you.
We were there to investigate.
Of course. And were you successful?
To be honest, they beat us and tried to burn us alive.
Inside of a sinking ship.
Wow. Busy night, right? Even for you.
Yeah, so, what do you know about the madam?
Nothing much. She's not had any run-ins with the police recently.
Of course, because half the PD goes to her.
Well, I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Okay.
Look, Mon, we suspect Madame Zavos is in cahoots with Ibn Wessler. Any idea why?
No, but those two mean trouble by themselves. I don't envy you boys.
Seriously, any ideas?
Get out while you can. Right about immediately.
Well, you're kind of right.
We can't, Mon. We gotta see this through to the end.
Famous last words.
Yeah, sounds about right. Nope, not talking to Blood Boil again. Bosco.
So, we're in a bind now.
We have to get our buddy Bosco away from Zip if we want to have a word with him.
What are you thinking?
I don't know yet.
You two again.
Say, Bosco, what's all this about Zip?
Yeah, if only I knew. This idiot called us on himself. He told us we have to take his statement.
And what does he want to confess to?
I don't know yet. We still can't get it out of him. But we're taking him down to the hole soon. There, he'll sing like a little bird for us. No pun intended.
Would you mind if we asked him a few questions before that? You know, just for old time's sake.
Sorry, boys, but you know the rules.
The rules, right. More like blood boil.
Oh, yeah, more like blood boil. So sorry.
Zip.
Zip H. Murphy.
Do you believe he's really that scared? Or is it just an act?
Zip's a good actor, but he's not that good. If Wessler's henchmen are after him, he has good reason to be afraid.
Sorry, boys. I can't let you do that. You know, protocol.
You and protocol, Bosco? Don't make me laugh.
That's the case, boys, like it or not. Stop harassing the witness.
Well, what can I do? Sorry, guys.
Alright.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Let's see what else. Vending machine.
Don't drink that shit, Marty. It's bad for your health.
Sonny, you're bad for my health.
Touche.
Tonight, the heart of the station is beating incessantly.
That was beautiful, boss.
Can I get her to...
Hey, Monica.
Hey, boys. I hear the city's on fire since you're back together again.
Not yet, but all is not lost.
Metaphorically, I mean. So, how can I help you?
We need some information, if you're not busy.
Of course I'm busy, and of course you need information. But I'll help you, as always.
You're an angel.
Yeah, I know, Marty.
How are we supposed to get Bosco away?
Some shooting practice can't hurt, Sonny. I'm sure you're rusty to your bones.
Oh, you think so, eh?
There's one way to find out. The good old Magnum. Hello, Annabelle. How are we today?
Annabelle? You give her a different name every time?
You know, we never get bored of each other this way. Hey, you named her too, if I recall.
I swear, if we ever visit an insane asylum, they'll never let us go.
Don't tempt fate, Sonny.
Okay. So how do I get Bosco to go?
The hound of hell in the flesh.
I don't think any kind of devil would be brave enough to get a dog like this son of a bitch.
Well, I can leave. But I don't know if that's going to do me any good. Unless...
Busy day, sir?
Son,
Understood, sir. Sorry. I hope this doesn't count.
get the fuck out of my sight, Santino.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Not gonna happen again, sir.
Did anyone ever tell you you're a real pain in the ass, Sonny?
Only my mother, sir.
Alright, that didn't help.
Don't you have anything more important to do, Bosco?
I do, but Blood Boil ordered me to guard good old Zip here. He wants to question him himself.
Oh, wow. Then it's time to say goodbye to the trash panda. We may be seeing him for the last time.
You're probably right, boys.
We've got to learn why Ibn wants him out of the way.
You think he'll sing?
People like Zip always sing, Marty. You just have to work on him for a little bit.
I just gotta figure out how to get Bosco away from me.
Sorry, boy.
You and Protocol, boss?
That's the key.
Well, what can...
Have you been flooded by patriotism too, Sonny?
Of course, Marty. I feel this way all the time.
I think you're mocking me.
I think you should become a detective.
Eh. Oh? Shooting range, officer, blood boil.
last traces of the Castilla clan.
Blood Boil took care of the family for good. Gruesome.
Oh, don't misunderstand me. They got what they deserved. But, you know, once you pull out a weed like that...
2 more spring up in the same place.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean we should give up fighting.
Why not? What's the point of fighting in vain all your life?
Because otherwise, the bad guys win.
I guess I do need to go back inside. Oh, hey.
When did they bring in the trash panda?
Not even an hour ago. You're just in time. They haven't taken him into the hole yet.
Yeah, I can see. Listen, Mon, would you do us a favor?
Can I be honest? Not really.
Oh, just a small thing. For old time's sake.
Me and my big heart. So, what do you want?
Call Bosco over here for some reason, okay? So that we can have a quick talk with Zip.
Okay, I guess I can do that. But you owe me one.
We'll thank you somehow, I promise.
No, no promises this time. Shoes.
Shoes?
Size 35, high heels, black.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Hey, Bosco.
Yes, ma'am.
Come over here for a second.
Right away.
Sneak. Zip, buddy, old pal.
Bubo doesn't have a high opinion of you, Zip. How do you know him?
You see these stitches? His weight. All of them.
Ah, I see. My condolences.
Eh, he's a good friend of mine. But the word friend is misspelled in his dictionary.
Fiend?
What do you think about this paper?
I've seen better, sonny boy, but that's not paper.
Do you know what it is?
At first glance, it's canvas. A piece of a painting, but it's too small and too blurry to make anything of it.
So, still nothing. Well, thanks anyway, Zip.
Anytime, boys. Are we done?
Let's...
Hello, Zip.
Hello, boys. What's up?
We were trying to visit you, but guess what? You were nowhere to be found.
Yeah, I don't get it either. But suddenly the cops appeared and,
Cut the crap, Zip. We talked to Tim. We were at the dog and at Bubo's, Zip. 2 meatheads were talking about gutting a rat.
A rat?
An informant, Zip. We immediately knew it was you. Isn't that flattering?
I can explain, boys. My life was in danger. These lunatics want to kill me, and I have no idea why.
They wanted to cook us, Zip. We're lucky to be alive. Then we walked our feet to the bone and almost got shot to pieces just a couple of minutes before.
What Sonny means is we're not in the mood for bullshit. Or raccoon shit.
But boys, I have no idea what they want from you. I don't know what they want from me either.
We have time. And by the looks of it, you have too, pal. So start telling us what you have to do with all of this.
Alright, so... Sweltering Nile.
Have you ever been to the Nile, Zip?
Oh, I wish, man. But my kind can't get in there. Why, did you?
Right in the madam's room if you're interested.
Oh, so that's why you look like that.
Bingo. Did you know that the place has ties to the Wessler Empire?
That place has ties to everything and everyone in Clawville, boys. Even to the royal family. I'll bet my tail on it.
And Stranger's Band.
So we were just about to listen to some sweet music when,
Didn't that damn jukebox break all of a sudden?
Oh, damn it.
Damn it, indeed, Zip. There was a wristband behind it, with numbers on it.
984-237-22 to be exact.
What? All that from memory? How the hell?
I have no idea either, and it scares me too, but that's not the point.
That is, if you want to leave this place on your feet.
Okay, okay. You got me. I'll talk, but only if you promise that the cops won't know about this.
Do we look like we're on duty?
Alright, time to interrogate our trash panda friend.
Zip is a real opportunist. He's trying to turn everything to his advantage, but we're gonna turn the tables. Who did you escape from? And why here, Zip?
Why? Because I like living, that's why.
How did you know they were coming for you?
I got a tip-off from a friend that I should pack my things and go if I want to live. But I had nowhere to run. Yeah, you know me. The hot dog's my everything.
So you thought you'd be safe here?
Of course. Ibben's people are everywhere, but, maybe it's harder to get rid of me at the PD.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure about that.
Called you a rat. Oh,
How did you manage to piss off Ibn Wessler?
I don't know, all right?
I don't have time for this. Sing like a bird, or I can't guarantee your safety.
I did something for him, that's all, okay? A tiny little favor. You know how it goes, Sonny. Animals like Wessler make a living out of these kinds of favors.
Tiny little favor, eh? Wessler's kind don't send assassins after someone for tiny little favors.
You have no idea what's going on in his head nowadays, pal. Fella gone totally insane.
What did he have on you,
What
Zip?
did he have on you, Zip?
You know the drill. I asked something of him once, and he told me one day he's gonna ask me for something in return.
And that day finally came, right?
Yeah. And I had to do it, because even if I got out of it, he'd drag me back for good. Or worse.
Nail your hide to the wall.
Yeah. That's the least he would do, believe me.
What did you have to do for Ibn?
I never hurt anyone, all right? Let's make that clear right now.
I never said you did.
I just had to get rid of a package for the boss. That was the job. Quick, clean, simple, right?
Yeah? What kind of package?
A very heavy one.
Dead bodies are kinda heavy, Zip.
How did you know it was a dead body?
I didn't. I was bluffing, but thanks for the answer.
You lousy chicken.
Yeah.
Zip's a secretive little specimen, but knowing his past, it's no surprise. I must take advantage of this and trap him with it.
Okay. Why did you accept the offer?
Why did you accept the offer, Zip?
What else could I have done, huh? Have you ever said no to Hobart Ibn Wessler?
As a matter of fact, I did.
I like to be with the living, Sonny. Maybe mine is a pathetic, dirty, lonely, pathetic life, but I like it, okay?
Okay, don't blow your top off, Zip. If they let you out, what do you think will happen?
I don't know, okay? Maybe it was a stupid idea coming here, but this was my best stupid idea. Maybe I'll win a few days with it.
Or a few hours, more likely. If you help us, maybe we can cover this whole mess up.
You mean you can be bought, Sonny? What a time to be alive. The unbribable Santino Featherland.
I'm suspended, Zip, and I'm talking chicken to raccoon.
Oh, I see. You're a foul.
Why did you keep that wristband?
Why did you keep that wristband?
Because it seemed important. And because, you know me, I'm trying to turn every situation to my advantage. That's the way Zip works.
How, exactly?
Who knows? It seemed important. It just fell out of the body bag, and I thought, look, this shit seems important, so why not?
That's why they want to kill you.
I have no friggin' way of knowing that. Why don't you ask them, huh?
What happened to the body, Zip?
I don't know, Sonny. All I had to do was drop it in an abandoned part of the hive.
Where starvation's most prevalent, I guess. Where insects fight for their survival, right?
I couldn't have found a better way to get rid of a corpse myself. All that fresh meat must have been gone in a matter of minutes. Fuck, I don't know. I didn't stick around to see what happened.
You make me sick, Zip.
You would have done exactly the same thing in my situation. Anyone would have. I got the order. I did what I had to. I wanted to survive.
That's Ibn for you. Blackmail.
Yeah, something like that.
Zip may be secretive, but if he manages to open up, he's also honest. He's not trying to change the subject anymore, so I only have one thing left to do. Ask the right questions. So, he wanted to blame it all on the insects. Why would he do that?
They're easy prey.
Yeah, I get it.
Insanely simple, Sonny. Ibn Wessler's not the only one who takes advantage of the tensions, you know. It's the easiest method of sweeping things under the rug.
I've heard that Wessler's trying to break into the substitute meat industry.
Surprised? What do you think will happen if Wessler saves Roachtown from starvation with a new, cheap, and accessible faux meat product, eh? Boom.
He's gonna be a hero.
And maybe he'll get voted into the Council of 12.
Clucking hell. I'm asking you for the last time. What's with the wristband?
I honestly have no idea, Sonny. It simply fell out of the bag when I threw it down in the alley. At first, I wanted to leave it there, but then, well, you know me, huh?
And that's the whole story?
That's the whole story. At first, I thought it was some kind of, code. But on a wristband, it's usually an ID number instead.
Like on prisoners?
Exactly. But I know from experience that prisoners don't get bands like this. Not in Clawville. It looks more like something from a hospital.
Maybe you're right, Zip. While we're at it, was it Dr. Bubo who gave you the tip-off to get out of the hot dog?
Yeah, it was. Why?
Thanks, Zip. You've helped us put some vital pieces into place.
Well, that's great. That didn't help me, Sonny. I don't want to rot in here or end up in the alley of the Hive.
We'll see what we can do.
You gotta help me.
Be glad I'm not charging you as an accomplice to murder here and now. Just keep your head down. Understand?
I will, Boss Bird. I will.
That's more like it.
Questioning rank. Another 5 stars.
So you're telling me you have no idea what this is?
It's a wristband. I see the same thing as you. This was the only thing left of the dead body. And me, you know me, they don't call me Sticky Fingers for nothing.
So you just took it?
Maybe for some blackmailing?
Who knows? Maybe it just hurt my sense of justice. I wanted to know who I buried.
You're a real bastard, Zip. A real first-grade bastard.
Should I say thanks? Thanks.
Just lay low, Zip. Real low.
Thanks for the advice, Sonny.
So where to next? Where did that wristband come from?
I got bad news, Marty. I only know one person who knows about medical stuff.
Oh, no. We were just there.
Sorry, partner. Bubo again.
Ah! Excuse me. So we got a clue. The wristband comes from the corpse. Zip had to hide in the hive. On Wessler's orders. And people, we got Blood Boil. When Blood Boil, aka Marrowbone, became the chief of police, the city's underworld trying to gang up on him, but didn't succeed. To put it mildly. Thanks to Blood Boil, the Castelia clan has gone extinct since then, and the police recaptured a piece of its former glory. And Zippy Boy. Zip had to do one last favor for Ibn Wessler. More fittingly, one deadly favor. Zip hit the body in the hive, where I'm sure not even a bit remained of it. Alright. Well, we got our next destination. Just back to Bubo's.
Hello, Ursula, dear. Oh, what's the rush? Is there something wrong?
Wrong? That dim-witted, insane, ragged old stinky owl. That's what's wrong.
Whoa. It's all right, Ursula. Just tell us what happened.
What happened? You happened. And Wessler's goons. It was supposed to be the only day of the year we could have relaxed a little.
We're sorry, Ursula. You're right.
Like I care, Marty. Tired of this. Tired of the bitter old owl, and I'm tired of waiting.
And?
Never mind. I'm I'm going. This time, I'm going for good.
Hang in there, Ursula. And if there's anything we can do to help.
Anything? Of course there is, my dear. I never want to see your faces again.
Ouch. I'm gonna try to talk to the old owl, all right?
Good luck with that.
Oh, and Ursula, thanks for all you've done for us. With the car.
You know, I'm starting to regret it.
That was
Rough.
yeah.
But understandable. I only see Bubo once a year, and even that's way too much.
A lot of people feel the same about us.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right, I don't think there's anything new. Except for another note about Bubo. Ursula got really mad at the old owl, but it doesn't seem to upset Bubo that much. He's just dead inside. Aren't we all?
Say, Bubo, about Ursula.
What about her?
Well, that's just it. What if she's not coming back? I'm a little worried about you, Doc. And you know that's not my style.
Well, don't worry, boys. The wind's blowing, the sun's shining.
And Ursula always comes back.
Exactly. There are things in the universe that are unchangeable.
Touching, but you should be prepared for the worst. I thought Molly was coming back too, you know.
Oh, yeah. I trust Ursula, Sonny. What else can I do?
Well, to be honest, that's all you can do.
My headset keeps making sounds at me, so I figure I should plug it in.
What do you know about this wristband, Bubo?
Zip said they gave these to patients in hospitals. That's why we came back to you.
Something similar, yes, but not exactly the same. It's different.
And?
And what?
Well, what do you think? Where's this from?
How the hoot would I know, Sonny? What am I, some kind of psychic? That I put my hands on it and tell you?
Okay, let's try another approach.
How about we talk to him first?
Hey, what's up, Doc? Somehow we guessed we'd find you still awake.
Stop playing innocent. I've heard that little intermezzo. I have the ears of an owl, you know.
We're very sorry, Bubo. I'm sure she'll come back.
Of course she'll come back. She loves me. I don't know why. And she's afraid that I'll drink myself to death once she's gone for good.
She is not wrong about that.
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
We're here for some information. Then we'll be out of your hair. I mean, feathers.
Who cares? So what do you want? And be quick about it.
Okay, well...
That rat you mentioned was Zip.
Should I be surprised or what? I knew it was him.
Yeah, we knew you knew.
What did that old raccoon do this time?
Ibn was blackmailing him with something. That's what we wanted to ask you. Do you know anything about it?
I don't care about Wessler's dealings, Sonny. I patch up whoever winds up here, and I don't care if they're cops or gangsters. Yeah, it's the same thing.
Or gangster cops.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. Alright, corpse with the wristband.
Do you have any idea why Wessler's men were looking for Zip so hard?
I don't. How should I know? Why should I care?
He had to hide a body. The body of someone Wessler killed. The wristband is from the corpse.
Really?
That rang a bell, old owl.
Well, boys, if I'm right, you're in deep shit.
That's more like it.
Tell us, Bubo.
So, Wessler, the wristband, and a corpse, huh? It looks very much like I know the connection. Or at least I have a hunch.
Out with it, Owlface.
Okay, don't peck me, chickens. Hobart Ibn Wessler has a relative who happens to be a resident at an insane asylum. The band is very likely from there.
Wait, a relative? What kind of relative?
Yeah. You don't know? I thought you were the detectives. Anyway, Ibn Wessler has a twin brother, Albert.
Albert Wessler.
You put it together very skillfully, Marty. Yes, Albert Wessler. He's a madman kept in solitary confinement.
Do you think he's the corpse? But why?
How the hell should I know that?
Thanks, Bubo. If what you told us is true, then this time we'll owe you one.
Will wonders never cease?
So, Albert Wessler. Which asylum do you mean, Bubo?
It's got some fancy long name. I don't remember, but I have a brochure. Let me find it for you.
Thanks, Bubo.
Here it is. Let There Be Peace Forever. Mental Institution for Ill and Damaged Minds. Quite a beakful.
Where can we find it? I've never heard of it.
It's a good 6-hour drive from Clawville. Maybe more. But you'll find everything in the brochure.
You're the best, Bubo. You finally proved useful.
Whew. Finally? Now get your chicken scratchers out of here while I'm asking nicely. Just one more thing.
What's that, Bubo?
It's always bigger than we think, Bubo. We're used to it.
You don't understand. Ibn Wessler never loved and respected anyone in his life like he did his brother Albert.
So what?
Then the problem's bigger than we thought. A cornered rat bites.
Well, thanks for worrying about us, Doc. But there's no way back from here. Too far, too late.
We're like hounds, old man. Once we've caught someone's leg, we never let it go.
Ooh, not while you're alive, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, goodbye then, fellas. And I wouldn't mind if you never visited me again.
The pleasure was all ours, Doc.
All right, so we got a few things. Like a clue. The recipient is very likely from an insane asylum where Ibn Wessler's secret twin was treated. Speaking of secret twin, there is Albert. Albert Tedious Wessler, rat, male, dangerous lunatic. It is Hobart Ibn Wessler's twin brother who's being treated in an insane asylum far away from the city. We've got an item in the bag.
You're the best, Bubo. You finally proved useful.
All right, well, let's go. Let's head back to Mullins.
Hello, Mullen, my old friend.
Hello, Mullen, my old friend. Alright, I guess we'll go back to hotel. As much as I'd like to talk to the
gather
zebra.
ourselves, take a deep breath, and think over what we knew so far. What the chickens had I got myself into? What had I dragged Marty into? Moreover, what had we pulled the whole city into? This was going to be one of those cases that changed things forever. But I wasn't worried about myself. It didn't matter to me. Too many pieces had been plucked off this old rooster. But Marty's different. He's too good of a bird and too good of a cop to end up like me.
A secret twin brother? Sonny, I'm starting to feel like we're really in a detective novel. A cheap one.
Yeah, but listen, Marty.
What is it, Boss Bird?
I think it's best if we go our separate ways.
What? Are you joking? I know you have a weak sense of humor, but there's a limit to everything.
I'm not joking, Marty.
Well, I certainly hope you are.
Whatever comes next, you don't need to be mixed up in it. You have someone to go home to.
Gosh damn it, Sonny. Can you hear yourself? What do you think? I endured all this to give up now? What do you take me for? No, pal. You're not getting rid of me so easily.
I just want you to keep your career and your life intact, you moron. Just accept it, shake my hand, and go home. Your wife, Laura's waiting for you.
One more word, Sonny, and I swear I'm gonna bash your beak in. I risked my life more than once tonight. You know why?
No, why?
Because we're a team. We have been a team for almost a decade. I don't care what Blood Boil says or whatever's on a goddamn piece of paper. We're the Chicken Police, Sonny. And we always will be.
I'm sorry. You're right.
We're gonna go to that insane asylum and wrap this shit up fast and clean. Yeah, just like you said, even if it kills us.
Thanks, Marty. Without you, I'd most likely already be sleeping the big sleep.
Birds of a feather flock together, right?
Like you say, partner.
Let's drop this before you start crying on me, okay?
I hope not.
You almost just did.
Clock off, Marty.
That's the spirit, the Sonny I know and hate.
All right, so
Books I've never read, and most likely never will.
what else do we know?
A stack of papers. Just looking at them makes me think of Monica. A closet that's closed forever, like an old movie theater.
Who's that shaggy creature?
That's M.B. Davis, you bird brain.
Politician?
Am I gonna have to smash your beak?
Seriously, I don't know who the hell he is. I didn't know you used to be a kindergarten teacher. But leather?
It's history, so back off.
I'm touched by the trust you have in me, Boss Bird.
There are things better left undisturbed, okay?
Yeah, got it. So, when and where was this?
Not long after I met Molly. She always loved to work with orphans. She simply liked to give.
I see. So what the cluck are you doing in the picture?
I helped around the orphanage for a while, as a volunteer.
So you were a kindergarten teacher?
No.
Relax, Sonny. It's nothing to be ashamed of. It makes me think of you from a new perspective.
Stop it right there, Marty, while you can.
Hey, if you like music so much, why don't you have a turntable, Sonny?
Maybe I love the silence even more.
The silence of Clawville. You mean the sirens, the gunshots, the crying, the screams, and the wailing?
Yeah, something like that, Marty.
So this is them.
Yeah, the wild gentlemen. They were role models when I was a kid.
Well, you must have been a weird kid, which ain't surprising. My idols were the White Wolf and Super Squirrel.
The White Wolf, eh? Explains a lot. You know, when I was back in Averia, Clawville and the whole let's live together in peace bullshit seemed like an unattainable dream. Those guys made it happen. The city rose from the ashes of the Great Fire.
Yeah, but look at it now. And what would have become of you if you hadn't ended up in Clawville? Maybe you'd even be happy?
Perhaps.
You've heard the gossip, haven't you? That they were the ones to set fire to the city before saving it?
Everyone heard that, Marty, but most likely it's sheep shit.
I don't know. Somehow it fits for me. First they burn down the city, then they save it with their influence and money, and then they're heroes.
You watch too many movies, Marty. They had zero reason. They saved the city because all their business and political interests were here. If everything burned, all they worked for would have turned to ash.
It must be horrible to live inside your head, Boss Bird. I don't see it that way. I don't believe everything's directed by cold, calculated logic.
Because it's not. But most conspiracy theories are just pure, made-up sheep shit. The real conspiracies never come to light.
Ah, so you do believe in them?
I believe in the possibility, and what I see with my own eyes.
You're an awfully worn piece of old furniture, pal. I hope you know that.
All right.
The old days. You know, I miss him sometimes.
What? The hype? Us as celebrity cops?
Nah, the work, the buzz, the phone ringing at 4 a.m. and knowing if you pick it up, you'll be dragged into something terrible, because that's your job. And of course, you pick it up every clucking time.
I'm not sure it's healthy to enjoy that.
Hey, no healthy animal becomes a cop in Clawville.
Yeah, true.
It's chaos and mayhem wherever we go. Oh, Sonny, it's good to be working with you again.
Yeah, I never thought I'd say this, but you're right. I never knew how much I missed it.
Ah, that feels good, Boss Bird.
Just don't get too excited.
Man, I can't imagine how you feel. The only good thing you ever had, huh?
Shut up, Marty.
Sure. Can I ask an honest question, Sonny?
If you must.
You think of her differently now? Because of what you've learned?
I don't really know. Our shared past didn't change. Our daughter, our experiences, our pains.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But yeah, Marty, I think of her differently. I won't lie.
I'm sorry.
I know, Marty.
I got a couple things in the Codex. Leather and fur used to be in high fashion, but nowadays, especially in Clawville, the use of real leather and fur is quite rare. It's not totally illegal to wear these kinds of clothes yet, if you can afford it, but it's quite despicable, to put it mildly. A civilian organization started by the four most influential and wealthiest animals in the city. The Fire Big 67 had almost entirely wiped Clawville off the face of the wilderness when the wild gentleman intervened and built the city anew using their money and all their money and influence. And they were heroes, or at least they were regarded as such. Some believe the fire was their doing. It was all part of a national conspiracy, but most likely, we'll never know the truth. Of course, we're looking at that. Scenes visited, almost got those. Almost got all the codex. Nice.
Please say the floor inside is covered with conspiracy theory papers and notes written with your own blood.
More like dirty clothes and empty bottles, Marty. Sorry.
You're no fun, Sonny.
Well, you'll get old eventually, too.
Never.
Are you gonna die young, are you?
I'd still like to take a peek inside.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Marty. I wouldn't do it if I were me, either.
Oh, it gets more and more enticing.
Okay. Apparently, I just can't close the desk drawer. Wilderness.
When all of this is over, I'm gonna go on that long journey.
Assuming you live, Sonny.
I've had enough stimulation for today.
All right.
Thanks for everything, pal. Truly.
Don't mention it, Sonny. If it weren't for you, nobody would have tried to kill me with a Tommy gun or set fire to a ship with me in it.
Yeah, how lucky you are, huh?
Damn right.
All right, let's talk.
What do you think, Marty?
What? You care what I think? You must have hit your head pretty bad.
Stop fooling around, Marty. I'm serious. So what do you think about everything?
Well, I think we're in deep shit. But to be honest, Ibn Wessler is in deeper shit.
Do you think he really murdered his brother? But why? And what does it have to do with Natasha and the threats?
Doesn't add up yet. Something's missing. Let's visit the institution and try to find out what we can about this Albert Wessler fella.
Exactly. If he's the dead body, we've got to know what the motive was. If we can't, and if he's still alive, we gotta ask him directly.
And what do you think, Sonny?
I think Ibn, Albert, and Natasha are the three key players in this case, and that all of it has something to do with the brothel.
And the fact that Natasha used to be a courtesan?
Yeah, that too.
Listen, Sonny, about Molly.
Oh, just forget it, Marty, okay? She's not part of my life anymore. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Forget it. Let's concentrate on the case, and on making it out alive, and helping Natasha, too.
Whatever you say, Boss Bird. So you think Natasha's really in danger?
It could be, or she could even be behind everything.
No, you don't believe that.
Sorry, guys.
I'm not sure what I believe, Marty. Let's see. Things got mixed up at the brothel.
All right. Possible suspects. Let's start with. Oh, I'm pressing hold. Ibn. Wait. No. Secret. Let's see. No.
Natasha used to work there, that's obvious. And Ibn wanted to keep that a secret.
Could be important, but not now. What about painting? Alright, it's the wristband.
A secret, it seems. Somebody else had to pay for.
Okay, fine. No.
Somebody died for that secret. Zip hid the body, but he kept the wristband.
There's a key.
Who could it belong to? The dead body was almost certainly Albert Wessler, a resident of an insane asylum.
Oh, I thank you for
But why did he have to die?
Appreciate it. Okay. Alright, so now what? Well, places. Insane asylum. Mental institution with ridiculously long name and a ridiculously long history. According to the pictures, it looks just like the castle of the vampire bats in those cheap horror movies. Alright, here's the last party, and we'll start with Zip.
Who'd have thought? I believed that little rat. I thought he'd changed. Idiot.
There's a point when it's too late to change, Marty. His past caught up with him. Whatever he did since then doesn't matter.
I know you
Not much.
Exactly. And that's the case with us, too. That's why I won't back down. Even though a voice in my head is screaming right now, leave it all to hell and have another drink.
Maybe we should do that.
Maybe we should.
Alright, Natasha.
You still trust her?
I never trusted her, Marty.
I mean, you believe her?
I'm sure she was honestly afraid. People don't fake it that easy. But I can understand why she didn't tell us about her former profession.
Or how she knows Molly.
Yeah, that too. And the death of Deborah complicated things even more.
Hey, Sonny, she didn't seduce you, right? I mean, Natasha.
Ah, don't be stupid, Marty. My old ticker hasn't been beating for a long time. Not that way, anyway.
Yeah, all right, boss.
Alright, corpse with
So
wristband.
what do you think happened to the corpse?
Probably been eaten. Horrible to think about, but even if half of what they say about the hive is true, starvation, riots, arson, predation.
You're telling me. Makes my feathers stand on end when I think about what goes on in there. And we pretend we don't know about it. As if Roachtown isn't even part of Clawville.
This won't end well. I'm afraid soon Clawville's gonna burn once again, and because of its own foolishness.
Well, that's if another meat war doesn't break out first, because then the whole wilderness will burn.
Lovely prospect, eh?
Either way, it was a damn clever move for Wessler to hide the body in Roachtown.
It's the only place no one will ever find it.
Like the belly of a burning ship.
Oh, I think that was an intentional red herring.
Sounds about right.
All right, we'll ask you one more question in a second here, buddy old pal. Because we have another codex entry. The Great Meat War was the biggest and most bloody conflict in the known history of the wilderness, ranging from 822 to 849. In the beginning, it only affected Altera, the two-headed continent, but in its later years, it spread to 12 colonial provinces, including all of Clawville's 4 colonies. During the Meat War, about 80 to 90 million animals died, and after the war, 27 species were declared extinct. That's one for every year of the war. Good heavens.
Still trust her?
I'm sure she would.
I can skip, that's right. Yeah, insane
So
asylum.
where exactly is this place?
A few hours' drive from here, in the middle of nowhere. It's a creepy old mansion, of course.
You think it's a good idea to go there? What if it's a trap?
I told you can still go back.
Huh, wouldn't you love that? No such luck, boss. If I get killed or locked up forever in an insane asylum, that's gonna be on you.
Thanks, pal. I deserved that.
Still missing something now.
Books I've never read.
Guess we need to talk to Marty again?
Okay, so the picture is more or less clear. Ibn's got his brother killed because he learned Natasha worked in a brothel.
No, that could be the case, but I believe the roots go deeper than that.
Which we'd only learn if we talked to him. I mean, if the corpse isn't him, because then we'd need a medium.
Which would be exciting, but maybe it's enough if we ask the doctor who treated him.
That too, yeah. But where's the fun in that?
Still not letting me go anywhere yet.
So, are you still a fan?
Adoration is the prerogative of youth, Marty.
Bird shit.
What else is there?
A closet that's
Closet. City.
I still have nightmares about the Great Fire.
Really? Were you alive then? How old are you exactly?
I was 3. And maybe it's not even a true memory, just the collective memory of the city. I see the flames. I see the burning buildings. And I hear the screams.
Hey, wait a minute. I thought you weren't born in Clawville. Aren't you from Averia?
Exactly, Marty. We were just visiting Clawville when the fire broke out.
I'm surprised you ever returned.
Well, maybe that's the reason I did return, Marty. It's like when someone falls in love with their captor, you know? Somehow I feel like this is my place. No matter how much suffering it brings, Clawville's fate is intertwined with mine.
Heavy stuff.
Tonight you tried to kill me again, old friend.
Are you talking to the city?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Maybe I'm just going nuts.
You and me both, Boss Bird.
Alright, what else is there?
Nautica.
No.
You know, I thought about it multiple times that you might be Meredith H. Marble.
We've met her on a number of occasions, Marty. Remember? Her real name is Susie.
Maybe Susie's just an actress you hired.
You've read too much of that cheap garbage, Marty. There's no conspiracy theory. Susie's just a money-hungry little dame who made a fortune off of us. That's all.
Yeah, you're disappointing.
I know.
Yeah.
Huh. Maybe I am really Meredith H. Marble. A stack of papers.
No.
I've had enough
No.
I'd still like to take a peek at...
I wouldn't do...
Oh, it gets more and more... I'd still... Oh,
No.
it gets...
What else am I missing? Unless I need I need to make a phone call. Is that 966? 966. Phone call. Let's try that again, shall we? I messed up the phone number. There we go. There's 6.
Hello. You've called the Let There Be Peace Forever mental institution for ill and damaged minds. What can I do for you, sir? Or madam?
Well, I'd like to inquire about a patient who I believe is being treated at your institution. His name is Albert Wessler.
I'm sorry, sir, but I can't give out that information if you don't have the password given to relatives. Do you have one?
Unfortunately, I don't have that. I'm not a relative. I'm calling from the Clawville Police Department.
Oh, I see. In that case, officer, I'd advise you to visit our institution personally. Our director and I would be happy to answer your questions.
Thank you, miss. I guess I'll do that.
We'll welcome you with open arms, sir. Have yourself a beautiful, starlit night.
Oh, thanks. Goodbye.
See you soon.
So,
We have to go there.
the thought gives me goosebumps.
Chicken bumps aren't good enough for you?
Ha ha ha.
It does make me wonder. What else am I missing, game?
So, I get the couch?
It'd be better if I called Lewis. He'll open up a room for you to sleep in.
Whew, great idea.
A closet that's...
What?
Or maybe...
What is Lewis's number again? Nine three two. All right. I guess let's try calling Lewis here. 5 5. You home, buddy?
Hey, Lewis, it's me again.
Oh, hello, Sonny. What's up?
Were you sleeping, pal?
Me? Oh, I wasn't. Anyway, I'm always at your service.
Would you open up a room for Marty?
Naturally, Sonny.
Thanks, Lewis. I'm not even gonna say it.
I will. You owe me one. Again.
Yeah.
Okay, finally.
Sorry for the mess, Marty. I rarely have visitors.
Don't worry about it, Sonny. I didn't expect anything else.
Thanks.
Alright, I guess we can now finally go somewhere. The only place we can go. The insane asylum. Chapter 4. Farewell, my lovely.
I slept like I used to sleep years ago. Like a miner or a soldier. Empty. Dead tired. Then I saw Tessa. My darling little daughter. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't recall her face. I reached out to her, but she just kept getting further and further away. Then I saw Molly. But she wasn't real. Just the ghost of a memory. I'm here, I cried. But all I heard was laughter. Not hers. Who's there? Suddenly, she appeared. Natasha. Just stood there laughing. But her eyes were cold. Then she said something. Painted red. Painted red. Painted red. That was just a dream, Sonny. Nothing more. I looked at Marty and I saw the same thing in his eyes as he probably saw in mine. It's time to hit the brakes, to turn back, go home and forget about all of this. Of course, I stepped on the gas instead.
All right, so
Honestly, I wasn't expecting anything good, but this...
Ooh, just like a horror movie.
I was thinking the same.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Let's hope so.
all right, so out of the past. That's a very bright painting. We got stairs. There's the nurse. Giraffe. Corridor. A resident. A window. Looks like a weird mural. Fox.
This picture...
It's very...
special?
Colorful.
This picture...
It's very...
special?
Well. Window.
Even if you manage to escape, there's nothing but hills and forests for 100 miles.
Imagine how many poor lunatic ghosts must haunt those woods.
Ooh, Sonny, you're creeping me out.
The music in this place also is very creepy too. Can you hear the introductory notes of the intro theme played on what sounded like an opened grand piano?
We should check in first.
Corridor.
We should go to reception first. Let them know we're here.
Okay, fine.
This guy seems strangely familiar to me.
You don't say. You've been treated here too. That would explain a lot.
Oh, don't be stupid. I'm serious. Take a closer look.
No.
Well?
No, it can't be. Are you telling me it's him? M.B. Davis himself?
I'm sure of it, pal. It seems the gossip was true. The eternal king of jazz in a madhouse.
Oh, no, no, no. Poor devil.
Huh. It doesn't matter how big a star you once were. Ending up lonely and crazy in a rotting insane asylum in the middle of nowhere is like the universe restoring its balance.
That was very poetic of you, Marty. Almost deep. Careful you don't drown.
Cluck you.
Alright, I guess we gotta go talk to the nurse.
Ah, like an angel from heaven, isn't she?
Hi, darling.
Yeah, half of her's still up there, I think.
That's rude.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Alright.
Of all the great wild ones,
Greetings, miss.
is it really you?
Well, yes.
Yes, it really is you, the chicken police.
I'm afraid so.
Of all that's furry and plumy, that's fantastic. Oh my goodness.
Miss, we'd like to ask...
Please, don't be scared. I'm just really excited. You know, I've read every book about you and your adventures, and I even collected newspaper articles when I was a little girl.
Indeed.
You can't imagine what an honor it is to meet you in person.
We really...
Oh God, oh God, oh God. Take a deep breath, Miranda. Take a deep breath.
Are you okay, miss?
Yes, I am. I just needed some air. So, dear detectives, Santino and Martin, what can I do for you?
Well, miss, we have some questions, if you don't mind.
I'd love to answer all of your questions, detectives.
I love it. And we got the trophy police squad. And new function, ask. Miranda the nurse, giraffe, full of life, full of hope, full of almost everything, and she is a big fan of us, unfortunately. An overly nice nurse we met behind the desk of the asylum. Her name is Miranda, and she's an embarrassingly huge fan of the chicken police. Alright, let's see what question she is willing... Oh.
Say, miss, what can you tell us about this place?
Our institution was standing even before the Great Meat War, and during the war, it was transformed into a military hospital. Since then, we're relentlessly working on treating injured minds under the leadership of Dr. Quetzal, the famous specialist.
The place seems pretty empty. Do many people work here?
We have 32 residents and 7 nurses, including me. We also have a 3-person maintenance and cleaning staff, and, of course, the heart and soul of our institution, Dr. Quetzal himself.
I see. Now, this Dr. Quetzal, is he the director here?
Exactly. Director, scientist, researcher, patron, and doctor. And even a friend.
Quite a guy.
He certainly is.
Alright, Dr. Cesuus Quetzalcoatl.
So who is this Dr. Quetzal exactly?
He's a world-famous researcher of the mind, Mr. Featherland. He published countless books in the fields of psychology and psychotherapy.
Psycho what?
Unraveling the mind. It's the most crucial mission of the century, Mr. McChicken.
That's really good to know.
So this doctor's some celebrity, right? Does he usually meet, other important persons?
I'm not sure I know what you mean.
Well, like, Mr. Hobart Wessler, for example.
Ah, yes. That's something you should ask the doctor himself, but unfortunately, I don't think he has time right now.
He's swamped, is he?
Exactly, Mr. Featherland. He is very, very, very busy. All the time.
I thought so.
A strange wristband.
What can you say about this, miss? Have you, seen anything like it?
Of course. Our residents wear these for identification. But how did you come by it? They only wear them inside the institution.
Huh. I see.
The wristband does belong to one of our residents. But I'm afraid I'm not allowed to tell you more due to regulations.
Oh, come on, Miranda. It's us, the chicken police.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Miranda, this case is a matter of life and death. Lives are in your hands.
All right. All right. I'll do it. Albert Wessler. The patient's name is Albert Thaddeus Wessler.
Figures. Just as we thought.
Thank you, Miranda. We'll never forget this.
Please, don't make me blush. And don't tell anyone you heard it from me.
Oh, we won't. I promise.
Alright, what do you know about Mr. Wessler?
So when can we talk to Mr. Wessler?
I need to ask Dr. Quetzal. Please wait here.
Thank you.
Well, the last time we were told to wait here, we ended up getting,
This picture.
Well, it must have been made by one of the patients, so it's understandable.
It's the handiwork of our director. He's not only a scientist, but he's a great painter, too.
I see.
Well, it's lovely to have a hobby, right?
That's right, Marty. Insane ghosts in the woods, Marty.
Sonny, it's not funny. It doesn't...
That was very...
Cluck you.
corridor.
We need to let them know we're here.
Well, I did.
Dr. Quetzal will see you. He's waiting for you in his office. Up the stairs, all the way down the hall, until the last door.
What a surprise. It's enough to mention Wessler's name and all the doors are open.
I wouldn't want to get mixed up in this, but do you think Albert is in danger?
Danger? What do you mean?
We haven't heard from him since he disappeared, and we're really, really worried.
I see. We don't know yet, miss, but let's hope for the best.
Great wild ones protect him.
Where is he?
No idea, Marty.
The smell of all that's furry. I'll never get used to it.
Well, reptiles have a disgusting body odor, Marty, but they feel exactly the same about us.
Exactly.
Great wild ones, you scared the hell out of me.
I already sensed your arrival from afar. You know, snakes have a different sense of smell, and birds used to be our prey once upon a time.
Well, yeah. Luckily, we're living in civilized times.
Lucky. Please take a seat. How can I help you, gentlemen?
Yeah. All right, guys. As much as I'd like to play more in this batch, we're actually going to go ahead and take a quick break.